Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there again, guys. That was a bit of a ball ache. So, today on Hyrule Warriors. Well, before that, last time on Hyrule Warriors, I finished the game's story, also known as the tutorial. Today, it is time to get started on Adventure Mode, which is the main bulk of the game's content, and it is going to be a long journey. But before I get started on that long journey, I would like to discuss with you guys about what the fuck just happened there. So, for whatever reason, between me testing that everything was working and hitting the go live button, OBS decided that the Elgato was now a completely different source than it was before. So I clicked on the source, and it now had 2 Game Capture HDs listed. The one that it has always been using and always been set at just wasn't working anymore. So I set it to the second one, even though there is no second one, it's the same device. And now it kind of suddenly works. So I'm not really sure what that was all about. Just seems to have fallen apart. Thankfully, it seems like my Elgato isn't broken, which is a bonus because I really could not afford to buy a new one right now. But yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it because that was really weird. But it does hopefully seem to be an OBS issue rather than an Elgato issue. So, Adventure Mode. Adventure Mode is effectively, at its simplest, a collection of missions. But what makes it really special is how it's presented. Because here, we have the entirety of Zelda 1's map, and every single screen from the original game is a mission. On top of that, you've got items that you can find, and you can use them to unlock secrets on the map. It's all really, really, really cool. But there is a lot of this. So, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maps. And across the 9 maps, there's essentially 2 scales of difficulty. You have the overall difficulty of each map, starting obviously easy with the first 2, getting harder. But then on each map, you have all these various different colours, and each of these is a different difficulty as well. So you've kind of got like a curve for the difficulty. So the red ones on this map are the hardest on this map, but they would probably be harder than the initial stages on this map, for example. So there's kind of like this sliding curve that you go down. I do not know how long all of this is going to take me. As you can see, there is a lot of content here. I don't know if I have the stamina and the patience to make it all the way through, but at the very least, I would like to at least complete the first map and just kind of see how we go from there. How I'm going to be doing these streams is for the first stream of each map, I'm going to be having the in-game audio play, so we can hear the unique theme that each map has, and also just hear all the general battle themes for this game as well, because they're all really good, and I want to listen to them some more. But then for every subsequent stream of each map, it's going to be song requests, just because otherwise it's going to be very repetitive, a lot of the same stuff going on. We can just shake it up a little bit like that, keep you guys more entertained. Anyway, speaking of music, you've already heard it a lot, but let's give this theme a quick listen. So yeah, it is not just the overworld theme. There's a little bit of Zelda's Lullaby in there as well, which is really nice. Right, so on the adventure map, there are 2 main kinds of missions. You have challenges, and you have battles. Challenges are stuff like this. So you've got a specific objective that you need to do, and then that is it. Battles are more like the story mode levels. They're not quite as long, but they're essentially the same kind of thing. Fighting on a big map, balancing multiple objectives, capturing keeps, that sort of thing. Let's jump right in. So, there was a reward for Impa on this one, and I do believe you have to play as the characters to get their rewards. That way the game actually encourages you to try out the different characters. Ooh, yeah, let's get this one on Impa so we can get that unlocked. And then for my second character, I always just kind of like to bring along Link, because then if the level is hard, I can just switch to him because he has the Master Sword and he's really powerful. So yeah, one of my favourite features in this game that I didn't show off during the story is you can pick literally any theme to play during any level. I didn't want to do this during the story because obviously I wanted to hear the actual music for those levels. But during adventure mode, you just get to listen to what you want to listen to. I'm thinking I'm going to save all of the adventure mode themes for when I actually get to their maps. We could go with hidden skill training. I don't think we actually specifically focused on this one, but this is the theme that plays during the little like story recap segments, and it is a remake of the theme that plays when you train with a hero shade in Twilight Princess, which is pretty cool. Totally unfitting for a battle, which is why I've picked it. If you guys have any specific themes from this game you would like to hear, just let me know and I'll put them on. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick what I want to hear. So this kind of challenge battle is really simple. You just got to kill a bunch of enemies. The more captains and commanders you kill, the more enemies spawn in, so you do want to target them if you can. No game audio. That's embarrassing. There we go, should be back now. I guess I must have double-clicked. Was there audio while I was muted? Okay, I must have just double-clicked the unmute then. I need to add some kind of guard for that. Okay, at 100 already. This particular mission I find really, really useful for grinding out the weapon unlocks. Just because it's a guaranteed 500 enemies you can kill, and they're all really easy. Now, the bosses can be a bit of a pain, because obviously they take a while to kill, but you do want to kill them if you can. Let's see if I can get this guy in one cycle. There we go. Hopefully this kills. Yes, nice. Right, I see some more guys over here. I see a couple of captains over in the east. Okay, and some more reinforcements. Nice. Let's go for these guys since they're closer. Oh, hopefully all of the technical issues are over. Because that is way too many for barely the start of stream. I do not want adventure mode to be cursed. Now, a lot of these early missions are going to be a lot easier than what I was doing at the end of the story mode. I think difficulty-wise, it is balanced to be done alongside the story. But obviously I wanted to focus the story and get it out of the way first. It also does mean that these early streams are going to be quite chill, because I don't really have to worry about too much. Okay, there we go. Oh, it was 300, not 500. Okay, never mind. Still pretty good for grinding, though. The stress will come later. Oh, yes, it will. So, for every mission, you will get a rank. And your rank is determined by various factors depending on the mission, but it's usually stuff like how many enemies you've killed, how long it took, how much damage you took. Now, the how much damage you took one on the Wii U version was horrendous, because the way it was calculated, basically, if you got hit once, that was it. You failed. You failed that requirement. You didn't get your A rank. They have rebalanced it a lot in this version. It is a lot easier to get the damage requirement. And thank God, because it was a real pain in the ass before. You don't always need to get an A rank on a stage, but a lot of the time the rewards you really want are locked behind A rank. Being able to progress on the map also depends on what rank you get as well. Sometimes you'll just need to beat the level and you can move forward. Sometimes you'll need to get a B rank or an A rank. Really just depends on what that particular mission is asking from you. But there we go, got an A there nice and easy. Oh, there we go, I know. I can look at Impa in the gallery now if I want to. Okay, so that has a hidden treasure, so there's no point going there yet. Oh, right, yes, this mode. Okay, I forgot that this existed, so this was added in the 3DS version. And I haven't really dabbled with it all that much, but basically you get a fairy companion, you can feed them food, give them clothes, and it will change what their powers are. Essentially, they're just a big magical elemental nuke that you can use during battles, but the exact effects of that nuke are determined by what you fed them, what they're wearing, that sort of thing. It's not something that I really tend to engage with all that much, but it can be useful. Okay, so it looks like both of the levels that I have available to me now do require an item, and I don't have an item right now. So I think I might as well just get on with this one. Right, if I don't have to be anyone right now, then I guess I'm just going to play as Link. Just to get through it really fast. Hey, Karkis, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? You love breaking open every single generic pot in the game for very little benefit. Me too, it's fun. It's satisfying. Okay, I can get some food on this level for the fairy that I don't own. Let's go for... what am I feeling? I can't do Mulgera on every stage as much as I want to. Yeah, let's go for the main theme, why not? Okay, Link is just going to absolutely tear through everyone in this mission. So this is one of the battle missions, or adventure missions as the game calls them. Basically, for this one, I just need to capture all of the keeps. You half know how fairies work. I sort of know how to use them, but I don't really know much about it in depth. Right, okay, so a mechanic that wasn't in the main story but is in adventure mode is certain keeps have elemental shields on them. And in order to break the shield, you need to go and rescue a fairy and use them, which is different to the My Fairy system. For whatever reason, there are two completely different systems that use fairies. I really don't know why. Hey, Ben, welcome to the stream, here on mute with auto captions for a couple of minutes. Well, I hope you enjoy with whatever they have to say. Right, that Kuko seems to be doing just fine by itself, so I'm going to just let it get on with it. Then... Yep. I know game, thank you. Now those elemental barriers were really nasty in the Wii U version, because even just a slight tick of damage from them could cost you your A rank. And obviously you have to step inside the keep to use them, so you were guaranteed to take at least a little bit of damage. It was really kind of dumb. Sounds like Pichu in Smash Brothers. What does? Could tell I said hey kind of stretched out because it spelled it like hey! Oh, the fairy, right. Yeah, kinda, I guess. Okay, there aren't any Skulltulas on this stage, thankfully. They are really, really annoying in adventure mode. It thought I said ferry instead of ferry. Yeah, interesting auto captions. Zelda totally has fairies in it. Bugs you slightly, the proxy isn't visible at all. You know what? I have never really thought about that, but yeah, that is kind of an issue. Right, looks like the enemy keep is open. Lovely. Can go and finish this level then. Oh, I see some raid captains. Let's cut them off. Okay, I'm going to skip enemy introductions because we'll be seeing them a lot. And if I don't skip them, we're going to waste so much time on them. God, he gives you no time to get that weak point gauge. Like, literally no time at all. She sort of flies inside Link and is just actually never seen again. Oh yeah, Link hater. That's it, that's canon. Link consumed her for power. Okay, so got a B rank on that one. Now that I have an item card, though, I can actually use it and get into the main sort of gameplay loop of this particular mode. So, I can press X to search, and do you know how obtuse all of the secrets are in Zelda 1? Well, I hope you have a Zelda 1 guidebook, because pretty much all of these are in the exact same place. Thankfully, I do have a guide to hand, because sod doing this without a guide, just use one. Now I've done that, though, I'm going to have to replay this level as Sheik. And I am actually going to have to get an A rank this time. I do find, as you get further into this mode, you do have to repeat things less and less, which is nice, but early on there is a lot of repetition. So, on these adventure battles, the main things you really want to focus on are doing things quickly, not getting hit, and killing 1,000 enemies, I believe, for A rank. Which I almost got to last time, so that should be pretty doable. Looks like your break is over. Hopefully be back later. Nice. See you in a moment, Ben. Hopefully you enjoy whatever it is you're off to go and do. Now, Sheik is really, really good for this mode because of her water shield. You can basically never take damage because of it. Okay, I see another captain around here. Hello. Oh wow, that Kuko chick got really far really fast this time. It took a little while last time. I mean, I don't mind. It's going to make things easier for me. Right, let's go and get the water fairy. I could probably brute force it without, but I do want the A rank. And I'm not sure how long Sheik's shield would hold up. Okay, the raid captain is here. The keep captain is in. Not the raid captain, they're the ones leaving the keep. Right, nice one. Let's get that fairy ready. And boom. Okay, halfway to the 1,000. Nice. Yeah, I just find this mode it's very repetitive, but it's very therapeutic. And it is just satisfying to slowly pick away at the map. I have 100%ed the first map. I did that on my original save file back during lockdown. But then I never really got far into the Wind Waker map. I'm hoping I can at least get a little bit further now that I'm streaming it. I think streaming will be a good way to keep my motivation at this. Just because I'm not constantly doing it, and... well, if I quit, you guys will see me quit, so I feel bad about it. The shame will keep me in line. You're halfway through Koholint. That is really far, Blunter. Wow. That is actually really impressive. I don't think I got anywhere near that far. Where is Southern Tree? Because apparently there's fairy food in there. Okay, I'll get that on the way to the boss. Now, one thing that is going to make repetition particularly bad on this first map is that there are 4 characters to unlock on this map. And there are collectibles for them before you unlock them, so you do have to go back for those. And I believe that one of the characters on the second map also has collectibles on the first map, which is a bit annoying. I was umming and ahhing about whether to go and get him first, but I've decided against it. I figured I'd just come back and replay stuff when I do get him. I think you 100%ed the original map and got close on some others. I don't think I ever came close on the Wii U version. It was only on this version that I've completed any of the maps. I just wasn't good enough at the game when I had the Wii U version. I was a young, dumb kid. Okay, I very nearly have my 1,000 enemies. There we go. Right, there's a pot in here that has food in it, apparently. There's a chance that I've already broken it and already got it. Oh, it's probably this one, actually. Never mind. I think I may have already got it then. Yes, hello, Volga. I am aware that you are here. And now I'm here to kill you. Oh, I love this move. Okay, my water shield is doing some really heavy lifting here. There we go. That totally wasn't cheese at all. Okay, I'm hoping that was an A rank. It should be on damage and enemies killed. Yes, it was. Nice. I just wasn't sure if it would be on time. Maybe eventually I'll skip the victory animations, but I want to make sure we've definitely seen all of them before I start doing that. Because they are all pretty good. Although some are better than others. I don't believe we've seen Darunia's yet. Okay, so one thing that does make this hard to keep track of is as soon as you gain access to a certain colour, all of the levels of that colour unlock. Okay, I'm kind of being strong-armed into doing this. I didn't want to do that. But I've got my own image of the map to keep track of which levels are which, so I won't be going this way just yet. So I could jump into that and get a new character. Or, if I do this, I get another candle. And I don't think I can really get much else from this at the moment. But I do get my first fairy. Okay, actually, I think it makes sense to get the character first. Then do this level. And show off the character in that level. Not that this level has anything for them. On this one, though, I can at least get something for Impa. And my rank doesn't matter on this one, which is nice. Means it's a bit less stressful. Yeah, let's bring Impa, and let's bring Link. And I fancy a change of music. Any particular requests before I choose something myself? Hold on, I should pick something that fits the character I'm about to unlock. So let's go Eclipse of the Moon. You'll see why that is fitting as soon as you see which character it is. And then I need to take the Fairy Fountain as Impa. I don't know if getting A rank is required for 100%, even if you don't get rewards for it. I guess I'll find out. I mean, I'm going to try for it anyway. Although I do have to come back to this map later, so if I don't get it right now, it's not the end of the world. Link, if you could do something about that Bombchu, please. Actually, you know what? I can just swap over to him and get rid of it. There we go. I don't know why blowing it up when it blowing up was a problem really fixes things, but if the game says so, who am I to argue? Okay, there's an extra keep up here, which will get me some enemies, and then there's a light fairy in the one just southeast of here, which I'm going to need for the keep I need for my heart container. Okay, Link, I'm going to need you to deal with that Bombchu, please. Okay, nice. Let's go get the fairy. Right, Impa, you can stay there a moment. It looks like this Bombchu is nearly in my base. Okay, nice. Got rid of it. Hey Zelda, what are you doing here? I didn't pick you for this level. Yeah, some of these adventure battles, it is really, really easy and quick to get the final objective. Now, there have definitely been changes to this particular map in the Switch version, because this would not have been Young Link in the original. Honestly, I can't even remember who you fight on this map in the original. In the original, you do not unlock any characters until much later on in the map. Forgot about needing to use the fairy. That might have cost me. Although it only did a quarter of a heart, so I'd really hope it doesn't. Right, let's grind a few of these troops, just to get my numbers up. Then Link, you have a situation to deal with. You have several situations to deal with by the looks of it. Ooh, that other messenger is getting really close. Hey, where do you think you're going? Yeah, get out of here. Okay, then let's go take this keep over here. Impa, why are you fighting the boss? I did not tell you to go and do that. No, you won't, Impa. You're gonna wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I still have 200 enemies to kill. Yeah, Impa's going Leroy Jenkins, and I really wish he wasn't. Okay, nice. Very nearly at the 1,000. That's done it. Hey, look who it is! It's Young Link, specifically the version from Majora's Mask. He's got a couple of masks with him, and he looks pretty damn cute. So, Young Link was DLC for the Wii U version. He was one of 2 characters added in the Majora's Mask pack. We will be seeing the second one later on in this map. Then, I believe it was the 3DS version that added him to this adventure map, so that you could unlock him. The original characters on the adventure map on the Wii U were Ruto, Agatha, Girahim, and Zant. But obviously they're unlocked through the story now. Okay, I'm a little worried that I may have taken too much damage here. Impa beats up a child. It is her noble duty to beat up this child. It's all in the name of Hyrule. Oh, I am looking forward to playing as young Link, though. He is a fun one. Honestly, he is one of my favourite characters in the game. He is very satisfying to use when you get to know him. Whew. Okay, nice. A rank. Lovely. That is what I like to see. Okay, let's fight as young Link for this one then. So, at first glance, young Link appears really weak. He appears to be a shorter ranged, weaker version of Link. However, he has a very, very powerful mechanic. When you press the heavy button, you can convert your special meter into magic, allowing you to go into focus mode a lot more. And the reason why that is so powerful is in focus mode, young Link transforms into the Fierce Deity. And when young Link is the Fierce Deity, shit dies really quickly. He is absurdly powerful, and if you know what you're doing, you can basically keep him in that mode for the entire battle. But he's still pretty fun to play as, even when you aren't in that mode. Yeah, playing as the Fierce Deity is just super cool. Makes you feel so bloody powerful. He'll remove anything that you want. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's basically no reason to use special attacks as young Link, because you might as well just put it into being the Fierce Deity. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this happens sometimes. A Kuko will just drop into the middle of a fight, and you better stop what you're doing and stop fighting him, otherwise he will wreck your shit. I'm not particularly worried about A rank for this stage, just because I can't really unlock anything from it yet. So I can always come back and do it later. Okay, I've got a few keeps to take, so I see an opportunity to use the Fierce Deity. Here we go! But yeah, he is just super powerful. Okay, the Kuko is just getting in the way, bloody thing. Do not even care about that. Okay, it would be easier to stay in this form if I had more than one special bar. Unfortunately, I do not. Oh my god. Okay, that Kuko is going to be a pain. I didn't even realise it was there, bloody thing. Okay, apparently there is a... Oh my god, yeah, they do so much damage. Apparently there's a My Fairy unlock on this level. In the South Field Keep. I don't know how much I'll engage with my fairy. I'm not really too into it. I'll probably just use a guide to make a good one and then not think about it too much. Oh my god, there's a golden Kuko. Oh, thank god. Why does young Link have Proxy and not the fairy from Majora's Mask? That is a good question, actually. I don't know. But yeah, that is a bit disappointing that Tattle isn't here. Okay, there we go. There's a My Fairy. Right, let's go for this commander then. No point working for the A rank on this level. Only real part you dislike about the fairy system is grinding the food. Yeah, this game has enough to grind as it is. I think that's why I'm going to, like I said, just use a guide, just to get a good one and then not really think about it too much. Hey, Iron Pro, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Xenoblade 1 vibes from the loose connection between running and how far you actually move. Yup. Little bit uncanny, ain't it? Oh, the Fierce Deity is so fun. Hold on, you're alive. Let's fix that. With the coolest attack in the game. Oh, that shit is so absurd. Okay, I remember this one being really adorable. He's just a little cootie patootie. Okay, Lefley. Interesting name. You can keep it. You have Hard Worker. I don't know what that means. I'm not even sure how I access the My Fairy stuff. Here we go. Also, that little jingle there, that's a cute little reference. So I can give them clothes, I can give them food. Do I actually have any clothes? Oh, I do have a few. You are a light fairy, so I guess you can wear that. That's kind of cute. Oh, I don't have any food. Oh, that heals me. Okay, that's pretty useful. Okay, for this one, I guess I'm playing as Zant. He is kind of under-leveled, though, so... let's just bring him up to level 10. And let's see how he does. Let's go for a different theme. This is a boss fight, so let's go for a boss theme, why not? Yeah, we do not need an intro cutscene for that. I wonder if there's a setting to turn that off. I might investigate that. Oh, balls, missed it. Oh, no, never mind. No, I didn't. I thought I did. Okay, Zant's mechanic is kind of awkward with the boss timing. Oh, that did a nice amount of damage, though. Lovely. Let's go and get the second one, then. Okay, I'm glad I'm getting to use a weird character like Zant, though. I was a little bit worried that today's stream was going to mostly be Impa and not be much variety, because she was coming up a lot on some of those early missions. Yeah, his belly flop move is really fun to use. I think all of his moves are really fun to use. He's just a crazy, chaotic guy. Speaking of being fun to use... Okay, boss levels do tend to be the most annoying when it comes to getting A rank, just because sometimes they do this and you don't get an opportunity to attack them. Which is really dumb. Because he should be dead by now. Oh, come on. If I lose out on the A rank because this motherfucker's doing this, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, come on. Oh, just do your stupid move. Thank you. I do like the bosses in this game, but they can be annoying to deal with sometimes. So I'm pretty sure I've just lost the A rank. Purely because he's fucking around doing this. There we go. Let's see how I did. Okay, never mind, I got it. That is surprising to me. Yeah, he really made me work for that. I think the later Hyrule Warriors games do the bosses better, because you aren't just stuck waiting for them to do that one move. You can actually expose their weak point in other ways. Okay, nice. Right, okay, so there's no point using an item on this level just yet. I might as well get the first Skulltula and Girahim's Piece of Heart from it, though. So I just need to kill 1,000 enemies. Oh yeah, Xant's got a really cool design. His helmet in particular is really cool. Right, so I would like to kill 1,000 enemies on this for the Skulltula. And then I'll get the second Skulltula when I come back with the character who I actually need to unlock something on this level for. Oh yeah, the 8-bit sprites for all of the different characters are really cool. And for all the enemies as well. Okay, nice. There's a fairy for me. That's a fun move. So where am I going for his? I'm not looking at the right level, am I? Hold on. Oh, the abandoned fort. Right, okay. That is... Which one? That one. Well, I'll be going there anyway. God, this Mulgera theme is fantastic. I'm going to say this every time it comes on. It is probably my favourite theme in the game. There are a few other contenders, but there's just something about this one. An item transporter, eh? Now where could they be? I do see a unit moving up this way, so maybe it's this one. Yes, there you are. What item do you have for me then? No, it's not escaping. It's right there, I'm killing it. Yeah, I'll get to Link in a moment. He can hang on. Okay, let's go and save Link then. Before he croaks it. Okay, nice. Capturing this keep should give me my 1,000. And I believe there's also my piece of heart in here. Did he just open that with a single finger? That's really cool. Put that tongue away, sir. Put that tongue away. Don't be getting that out. There are children watching. Maybe. Okay, where is the Skulltula? Along the wall if you go north and west from the castle keep. Ah, there it is. Let's grab that. Annoyingly, levels with Skulltulas tend to have 2 of them, and you can only get 1 per run, which is annoying. At least with this one, I have to come back to it anyway, so I can just save the second Skulltula for then. Usually the first one is kill 1,000 enemies, and then the second one has a more involved reward. Right, I see that there is a barrier inside that keep, and I don't have a second fairy. So I'm not quite sure what the game wants me to do. Oh no, it's in the castle keep, never mind. I don't have to worry then. Wait. Oh, nice. Did not expect that to do his whole weak point gauge. Pretty satisfied with that. Hey, you do not get to dodge that. Thank you very much. Okay, how are we looking for that? I don't need the A rank, but if I get one anyway, I'll be happy. Even if I do have to get one again. Look how fabulous this man is. Okay, right. Apparently I missed fairy cloves on this level. And I missed fairy food. I don't know if that's, like, repeatable. Anyway, I think it's time to move on. This looks like a fairly standard one. Oh, it's a quiz one. These ones are fun. Okay, we need a different theme if it's a quiz. We need something more, more thinky to get the brain juices flowing. So I reckon... yeah, let's go for the house theme. Defeat the wielder of a wooden shield. That is you, sir. Now, what is slightly annoying about this is that the other enemy is still trying to kill you. But these are really unique objectives. They are a lot of fun. They do test your knowledge, not just on this game, but on the Zelda series as well. What just happened there? Oh, my Elgato's thrown a fit again. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that is concerning. Lantern wielder, that is you. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh, this is what it did at the start of stream. Oh no. Ugh. Okay. Oh, am I going to have to fully restart and then stitch these together in editing? And it's just died on me again. Okay, no, I think something is wrong with the Elgato itself. Because it's not consistently staying on my monitor now. It keeps flicking on and off, and then it's not coming through in OBS at all. I don't know when I'd be able to afford a new one, though. I've got other things I need to buy and spend money on. shit. That's a real problem. Thing is, Elgato's software is picking it up fine. So why isn't OBS? Oh my god. So you know it flicked over to that 2 I was saying about at the start of the stream? Fucking 1, the original one, has come back. God, that is stupid. What the fuck? Okay, this feels like it's an OBS issue because when I switch over to the actual Elgato software, it's completely fine. It's still really annoying though. I really hope this isn't going to become a regular problem. Okay, what have we got here? Defeat the helmet wearer. That's you. Ah. I can't remember how many questions these have. I want to say 3. Yep, there we go. 3 questions. I'm not sure that qualifies as a battle, Darunia, to be honest with you. We do get to see his victory animation, though. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. This is probably my favourite one in the game. You'll see why. In fact, you know what? I'm going to mute for this. Was that not the greatest thing you've ever seen? Was that not a work of true art? Okay, right, so there's no point searching here because it's for a character I don't have yet. So I might as well just go for the clothing that's here. Let's play as Link just to get it done quickly. And then let's go for... We're shopping for clothing, basically. Let's go for the Bazaar theme. So, it's in South Square. Which is... down there. Okay. Oh, great. There are Gibdos on this level. I bet you all know how thrilled I am about that. Okay, he does not appear to be coming down. Okay, that's one Gibdo down. Thankfully, I do so much damage, so they're actually pretty easy to deal with. Right, I need the fairy from here. Then there are two more Gibdos to take out, and a Cardigan to get, apparently. Now, the My Fairy rewards definitely weren't a thing in the original, because they did not exist. I don't really want to defend the Kuko game. I don't get anything for doing it. Okay, there we go. Then there's a treasure down in this keep. Zelda, you're gonna be fine. Okay, that box really does not fit into Zelda. I could rescue my allies, or I could win the level. And then they'll be safe anyway. There we go, nice. There's a lot of levels that I'm going to have to come back to, which is concerning. And annoyingly, they're all for the same character. And it's a character that I won't get into the Wind Waker map. Okay, that is a cute fairy outfit. I'm gonna see what it does. Oh, it does the same, it's just a different design. Yeah, let's give it that. That's cute. Okay, so this also has a reward for a character that I do not have yet. For some reason, though, it doesn't tease this one beforehand like the others. It's just straight up not there. Which is a bit odd. Oh, it's one of these ones. These ones are fun, though. Hello, Ben. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome on in properly. Right, Sheik is really good at these. Because the devastating attacks go both ways. And Sheik can negate the damage. Alright, we need some proper music for this one. Some proper intimidating music. Now, when it says all attacks are devastating, it really does mean all. So, just use the bow and arrow, and you'll... Ah! That broke through my shield. It's a good job I don't need A rank right now. Thought you'd see if you can come in slightly in your break earlier, since you'll not be able to catch as much of the Wednesday ones. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, not every Wednesday will be shorter. Like, next week I won't be streaming at the weekend, so I'll do 3 hours on the Wednesday still. Okay, I definitely don't have an A rank on this one because of the damage that I took. But I don't really need the A rank right now. That's still an A rank. Okay. I guess it takes into account that I only got hit once. The compass is an interesting item because you can use it to detect where to use your items. But again, just use a guide. Right, okay, on to the first dungeon level. These are basically just standard adventure levels, but there's a boss in it, and it's got a little bit more fanfare. Wasn't it, like, really strict on the Wii U? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, on the Wii U it was super hard. Right, I'm going to have to play this one twice. So it needs to be Young Link. And I'll bring regular Link with me as well. Okay, let's go for something a bit more dramatic here. Because it is a dungeon level. I don't think the dungeon missions mean much in terms of the overall progression through the mode. Like, you don't have to do all 8 of them before the final one or whatever. But if you're going for 100%, you're going to end up doing all of them anyway. Link and Young Link, what is this? Sonic Generations. Yes! Right, so Young Link needs to capture Crystal Cave, which I believe I'm heading to right now. Yeah, it's right here. And then there's a Skulltula, and then I need the A rank as well. And then I'm going to need to replay this because there are 2 Skulltulas. Okay, there's a gold Kuko. Need to be careful of him. The middle bit of Avengers Endgame is basically Sonic Generations. It pretty much is, yeah. I mean, it's any series that does some kind of time travel anniversary thing. Look how happy he looks. Okay, we're doing bomb shoes again. Ow. Ow. Didn't realise that the explosion radius was that big. Okay, the other one's on the move. If I can just get the Bombchus out of the way, then I'm good. I mean, again, I feel like that is just kind of what big anniversary things do. I know Endgame's not really like an anniversary thing, but it is like the end of the story sort of thing. But yeah, it's definitely very similar. Okay, let's get away from it this time. Okay, let's go get the fairy then. Ah, yeah, this is what is special about the dungeon ones. You've got to get a boss key. So obviously you can do it faster if you know where it is in advance. I'm guessing it's probably in the keep with the fire shield on it, though. That does kind of just make the most sense. Both even have a younger version of the main villain, no team-up, though. That's true, actually. I didn't think of that. I mean, that's basically also the plot of this game, if you think about it. There's no younger villain, but it's going to famous set pieces with time travel and fixing things. Right, let's be careful of that Kuko. Don't want to piss him off. Does the imprisoned count? Actually, I guess it probably kind of does. Does Fire Emblem Warriors also follow this basic plot premise? I believe it does, yeah. No, not the Kuko, the keep boss. Fuck off, Kuko. If you cost me the A rank, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, there's the key. I still have a lot of enemies to kill for the Skulltula, though. Not many keeps to kill them in, though. Okay, that might have cost me. I was a little bit too close to the foe there. I mean, I have to do this a second time anyway, so I can always get the A rank on the second go round. Kuko, why are you here? Why are you following me? Stay out of my keeps, please. I'm just going to grind this keep for a little bit. Just to get these kills up. Okay, Link, can you get over there, please? Please, thank you. Oh, of course the Kuko's gone to where I'm going next. Defeat it before it grows too strong. I thought the whole point was not to kill it. I thought that was what you do with Kukos. You don't piss them off. Alright, I guess I'm killing it then. It's not really putting up much of a fight, is it? Okay, there we go. Okay, Link seems to have secured this keep. Let's get young Link on the move, or Yink as we could call him. And now that I've said that out loud, I don't think I'm ever going to call him that again. Okay, if I take that keep down at the bottom, I should be able to get my 1,000 kills. And then hopefully I can kill the boss in time. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of time. I think it's 15 minutes for the A rank. And I'm already, like, well past halfway through the objectives. Although, this place is full of my troops, not enemy troops, which is a bit annoying. Sometimes your own troops just sort of work against you like this. 1,000 kills is usually what holds you up. It definitely is the hardest objective to get A rank on. Kukos usually don't put up much of a fight until you kill one of them first. Yeah, but I killed that one, and then more didn't get summoned, so I'm confused. Okay, can my troops, like, fuck off, please, so I can actually kill some enemies? I might actually have to go into the enemy base and kill some enemies there. Because this is pitiful. It is annoying that your own troops being in a keep don't really help you take it. Right, so I think if I kill the Poe, that won't end the level. It will just summon in the actual boss. Gonna save my Fierce Deity for that. Okay, right, where are we going for this Skulltula? Straight to the west from Crystal Cave at the cliff where you can jump down. Okay, I see it. I see where it is. It is up there. Okay. And here we go, it's big boss time. Ow! God, bang my elbow on the desk. Let's hope this one doesn't last as long as the previous one. Okay, I wasted most of that. I didn't realise he'd go into slow motion like that. That's really annoying. That does so much damage though. Okay, this one is actually cooperating with me. Okay, that one that one was actually really easy. I think that's maybe an A rank. I might have lost it on the damage. But I do need to do that a second time anyway. Never mind, there's the A rank. Nice. Right, so this is one of those levels that I need to do twice, which is annoying. Okay, I don't think it matters who I play as now. So, I've not played as Linkle yet. Let's be Linkle. So the objective for this is pretty simple. Just need to complete the first mission and capture 5 enemy keeps without losing health, which is basically what I've already done. And then it will be in the same place. So it is annoying that you can't do both in one go. But at least I don't need to grind out enemies for the A rank this time. What you did was get all of the characters first, so you didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, I mean, to get them, though, you have to play through the mode anyway, so it's like... It's kind of tricky to do that. And then the Skulltulas, it's unavoidable. You have to play through. You have to play through those ones twice, regardless. That's just how they work for some reason. Okay. Let's capture these keeps then. Let's be strategic about this and start with the ones furthest away from where it's going to spawn. And then I'm going to send Link to the base just to deal with these Poes that are coming in. Just like he did nicely last time. I'm kind of curious what happens if I just leave the Kuko alone. Yeah, get fucked, Big Po. Oh, Linkerless, so fun to use. Hey guys, nice of you to come out of the keep that I'm going towards. Makes it easier for me to keep track of you. Okay, let's go and get the fairy now. And then let's go and get the last keep. I was going to leave the Kuko alone, but it's here, and it's going to be a pain if I don't deal with it. So it needs to go before it can damage me and cost me the Skulltula. Oh my god. Oh, I love being able to juggle enemies in this game. It's always good fun. And there's the Skulltula, lovely. Do unfortunately have to take a long route to go and get it though. It is annoying you have to do those twice, but thankfully there aren't too many levels with them per map. I think most of the time, not all of the time, it's mainly squares that would have dungeons in them in the actual games. Okay, and Big Boy King Dodongo comes in. Link, you are close by, so you can go and deal with him. Plus, you might be able to kill him in one cycle. Almost. Not quite. You're a little bit spongier than the Legend Mode ones. This should definitely get the kill, though. Okay, so it's coming up on the normal end time, but obviously I had all those technical difficulties at the start, so I think I'll go for another 15 minutes. Can probably fit in another few levels, another few missions. That said, though, I believe with that done, that is all of these starting missions done, which means I can move on to the green ones, I believe, are next. Now, that does mean, obviously taking into account the fact that there are a few levels that I still need to go back to because of stuff that I've not unlocked yet. That does mean that I can do about 10 missions per stream, which I think is a pretty decent pace. I don't think that's too bad at all. So, yeah, let's start here. Let's play as Lana. Oh, and then this is an interesting one. Got to use a candle. 3, 4, 5 is here, I think. Yeah. Totally remembered that from Zelda 1 and not from the guide that I have sitting next to me. Well, I'm definitely going to go for the Book of Sorcery with Lana rather than the Spear, because the Spear is dreadful. And then Link, you can come along as well, why not? Let's get some different music. Let's get the music from Lana's first level, why not? Okay, 400 enemies should be pretty simple. Ow. Oh, we've got a Goma coming in. Okay. They let you pick the music for this mode. I think they do for the Legend mode as well. I just didn't because I wanted to show off the actual music. Although I believe that this feature was added in an update in the Wii U version. I don't think it was there to begin with. Not that it really matters, because for the remaining streams of this map, we'll be doing song requests. I do always love a good song request stream, they're always fun. And I do like the idea of the secondary slot being just, yeah, let's do a song request stream. Can I shoot Goma from behind? Yes, I can. And I got the one cycle. Don't think this is going to kill, though. Oh, no, it did. Okay, fair enough. Certainly not complaining about that. Okay, I'm looking at the A rank time requirements for this one, and it is really generous. It's 15 minutes. That is way more than you would ever need. Like, that's pretty tight for the actual battle levels. But for the challenge ones, that's, like, no time at all. That's, like, really easy to do. Okay, you're waking up. Okay, Goma does actually seem to expose itself more than King Dodongo. And there we go, that should be an A rank. Nice. But yeah, if I can get 10 missions per stream done, I believe the starting missions and the green missions are roughly equal in length to all of the other colours. So I think like yellow, blue, they all have like 20-ish missions each. So maybe 2 streams per colour. It means I might beat the first map in about 6 months' time. Oh, it's going to be a long journey. The later ones will be quicker though, because there are less missions and there's going to be less backtracking as well, and my characters are going to be stronger. Right, there is literally 0 point in me doing this mission right now. There are unlockables for 2 characters that I don't have yet, and it doesn't get me any progress anywhere. So I might as well just not do it. There's another one here for Lana, though, which is a quiz. I'll do this one. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like, super stress out about how long this takes. The entire point is to just have something chill to do in these secondary slots. One map in 6 months makes your potential "Are you mad? That'll take ages" plan seems slightly more reasonable now. Yeah, I wasn't sure. My initial, I guess, best case plan was to get all of the starting missions and all of the green missions done this stream, and then it would have only taken 3 months, but if that's not feasible, that's not feasible. That's fine, it's just how long it takes. This is still only a secondary thing, so I don't really feel the need to do more streams of this per month. I'm okay with it taking that long. Axe wielder. Okay, I think technically the Stylemaster has an axe, so he's not exactly using it, but I think that counts. Yeah, there is a reason why it took me ages to commit to doing Hyrule Warriors, Ben. And that was because of how long Adventure Mode was going to take. Spear Wielder, that would be the Moblin, yes, hello. Got to be very careful not to kill the Dark Nut, because they're very easy to kill. And I think that does it for the quiz. A nice, easy A rank, that one. Oh, Ben, you weren't here for Darunia's victory animation, were you? You didn't see it. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Okay, I reckon I've got time for one more mission. Yeah, so where am I? There is a burnable bush. Thankfully, I have a candle. Oh, it's a Linkle one, this one. Okay. Oh, and it's only going to let me play as Linkle. Fair enough. So, there's a bit of clothing in the Southfield Keep, wherever that is. That one. Okay, I'll head there right away. Or not, because there's an enemy I need to kill right here. Coming out of this keep. And then I might as well take the keep while I'm here. Why not? I mean, I could use my fairy, or I could not. Basically, you can use your magic gauge to do a big nuke, and I think just using focus mode is better, to be honest. There's only a few specific circumstances where I'd really use the fairies. They're kind of a pointless addition. I don't really know why they were added. They don't really add anything to the game. Oh, that might have cost me the damage. I realised it was doing that attack and I just couldn't get down from up there. So it's like, shit. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll be alright. I mean, if I've missed the A rank now, I'll just do it next time. Okay, those Lizalfos are coming, but they've got a few keeps to get through first. So I should be okay just to get this keep down here. Okay, nearly at my 1,000 kills. Okay, those Lizalfos are just ignoring the other keeps they're running through. Which is slightly concerning. I should be able to cut them off, though. Didn't even know these two had spawned. Yeah, I reckon I'm on track for A rank. I don't think I've cost myself it. It is fairly generous with the damage now, from what I remember. I mean, especially compared to how it was on the Wii U version, it is generous. If this was the Wii U version, I would have failed the A rank about 5 times over by now. Pretty much just one hit there, and that's it. Now, some will say that's the true way to do it. You know, if you didn't do it that way, you didn't beat it, but they changed it, so clearly they didn't intend for it to be that way. They must have realised they'd overtuned it a bit. Shit, that's happened again. Oh! Okay, maybe I have gone over now. That aerial attack is dangerous around these pose. One hit and you lose your rank sounds bullshit. Yeah, it is bullshit. There's a reason why I didn't finish the adventure map on the Wii U game. I think Sam will attest to that as well. Oh, and I got the A rank. Nice. Clearly the artistic intent behind a button-mashing power fantasy game is to encourage you to play hitless. Oh yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't it be that? Okay, sweet. Right, I'm just going to check out my badges, and then I'll finish up, I think. Never gets old. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the Switch version of this game over the Wii U version. If not for the quality of life, just for the sheer amount of content you get on this version. Okay. Right, let's start with young Link, because he doesn't have any badges yet. Yeah, the Wii U version, there is some novelty in having it. The 3DS version is the one where I'd say just definitely never get that one. Okay, getting quite a bit for young Link right off the bat. All of this Ganondorf stuff that I'm now going to wish I saved for someone else. Although, to be fair, he is a really good character, though, so I don't mind investing in him quite a bit. Instructions unclear. Pirated the 3DS version so you can make that your first experience with the game. You did play the demo for Legends back in the day. I didn't realise Legends had a demo, to be honest with you. Okay. Linkle can get some. Is it that bad on 3DS? That's how you played it, but you have a new 3DS. I just mainly found that I really struggled with the kill 1,000 enemies objectives, because just not enough enemies spawned in. And I had a new 3DS as well. But it's not a terrible port. It's not unplayable. But it's certainly not, like, amazing either. Oh yeah, all of that Ganondorf stuff that I spent on Toon Link, I could have spent on Link. Yes, it does perform better on new 3DS. Yeah, I wouldn't even dream of playing it on a regular 3DS, that'd be awful. Yeah, I think the main problem I have with it is because the entire point of Warriors games is to fight massive hordes of enemies. And the massive hordes of enemies just aren't that big on the 3DS version. So you kind of lose a lot of the appeal. One of the few games they let take advantage of the new 3DS hardware. Yeah, there weren't really many of them, were there? And there was one exclusive game. Wait, there was two. What was the second one? Oh, right. I didn't realise that. I forgot that that also had a 3DS port. I literally thought it was just Xenoblade. Oh, no, Lana can get a few. Oh, Zelda can get quite a lot. Wait. Oh yeah, Minecraft was on 3DS, wasn't it? Wait, there was Terraria on 3DS as well? All of these 3DS games that I was unaware of. Also on mobile. I mean, I knew about that. Well, I'm not surprised the 3DS can run it, I'm just surprised that it's on there at all. I apparently missed that one. God, there are a lot of badges that I can get. I still do like to show these on stream though, because you kind of get to see what progress I'm making. Unlike the weapon managing, because you do see which ones I unlock, you don't need to see me delete a bunch that I'm not going to use. Yeah, I don't regret my new 3DS. I enjoyed it. I liked having camera controls on Majora's Mask. Yeah, I liked having better load times on Smash. Yeah, true. You can do more with them. Not needing to clamp your skull down to use 3D was nice. Yeah, that was also a benefit. Not that I really ever used 3D all that much. I struggled to see it properly even with the new 3DS. It was better on the new 3DS, but it still wasn't amazing for me. Yeah, I just never found the right position to get the muscle memory. And it became tedious, so I just stopped bothering trying to find it. It makes Rayman 3D play at a playable frame rate. Do you know what else also makes it play at a playable frame rate? Playing any other version of Rayman 2. The DS version also doesn't run all too well. I always forget that it has both a DS and a 3DS version. My mind kind of combines the two. God, my ear is really sore today for some reason. And then on PS Vita, you're stuck with the PS1 version. How hard is it to put Rayman 2 on a handheld? Yeah, I'm sure they could have easily ported the N64 version to PS Vita. Like, that easily should have been able to run that. Or the Dreamcast version. The DS version was a second version of it and was basically your other childhood version. Fair enough. Yeah, I just keep forgetting that the DS version exists. I'm literally 20 minutes over my end time because of these bloody badges. There we go, I'm through them all. Oh, I had loads just hanging around that I clearly hadn't done during previous streams. Right, okay, that will do it for today then. Next time I will be carrying on with the green missions. There are about 6 of them left, I believe, so I'll probably be pushing into the yellow as well. And starting from next time until I start the second map, Hyrule Warriors streams are going to be song request streams going forward, so start thinking about what songs you want to hear, although I'm sure you all already know what sort of music you like to listen to. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back on Saturday. I'll be finally getting started on my replay of Breath of the Wild, and then the next Hyrule Warriors stream will be here in 2 weeks' time. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye!